Today we're going to be reacting to the brand new Tiny Habits song, Anything He Was.
Now this track is featuring Matty Healy, which is quite a rarity because you don't really see him doing stuff on his own with other artists, so I'm really intrigued to see how much of an influence he has on this track as a whole.
I'm a huge fan of the 1975, so I'm wondering if we're going to see a similar production style here. Don't know much about Tiny Habits, so let's listen.
I like the quality of that drum, just really clean and over the top of everything else.
It feels quite calm and relaxing at the minute.
Practice run, you're saving up speed for the real thing.
It's very gentle.
Buckle tight in the backseat of a long ride to heal it.
Beautiful voice.
Try to glue, it's still on you and you're breathing on me. Honest truth, it feels a little better than leaving. I know I can't be anything it was to you, but I'll try to, nothing.
Something about this track makes me feel like you're sat on a beach or something and you're just like chilling with maybe a cocktail and you just nice vibe, just everything's really calm and surreal. And there's somebody sat there with one of them box drums, you know, where you sit on top of it and you can tap the sides. It just feels really rustic.
I think because of the way it was recorded, it feels like really close. I don't know how to describe it, like it's engulfing my entire brain.
I know what he meant to you. I'll try to live up to him. Memories proving you were happier doing anything we like to do.
I'm really liking them harmonies.
He was next to you.
Kind of sounds like male and female, but it could just be male.
I think that is a female vocalist coming in.
Feeling shoes and clinging on
Aye.
to you.
It's your boy.
Sleeping.
Not as good a singer as the other guy.
You sobered up and had enough of chasing feelings. Waking to an empty room after dreaming of you.
Yeah, those harmonized vocals are really nice.
Yeah.
Honest truth, I don't know what it really is you needed. And I know I can't be anything he was to you. But I'll try to.
Has Matty's voice been added to the harmonies here? It
Yeah.
sounds like he's then been involved in that kind of two-way harmony that was there before.
Yeah, definitely. He was part of the harmonization after his like little verse there, but I thought that worked really, really well, actually. It fit perfectly into the vibe of the song.
Yeah, and that harmonization, I am curious if anybody knows more about Tiny Habits. Is there maybe a male and female vocalist in the band as a whole? Is it something that they commonly do? Because like we say, we don't know much about Tiny Habits at all. So
It's
somebody-
effectively our first time listening to them, so
Yeah.
excited.
But I know what he meant to you. I'll try to live up to him. Memories proving you were happier doing anything.
Yeah, there's 3 different vocals there.
Yeah.
Sounds really nice though.
It's warm.
Try to.
Ooh.
You're the closest thing to anything, and I know you don't mean to be rude. By not promising anything, there's just nothing more.
I'm liking how that's vibing now.
I'm just wrestling because I think in my mind you're not known to. But it's nice to be anything at all. I know I can't be anything it was to you, but I'll try to. Nothing like he was, but I know what he meant.
It's cool to have the guitar going in both ears, separate lines.
Live up to him. Memories proving you were happier doing anything we like to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was really good, actually. I'm very surprised. I mean, the initial vibes that you get from it is very calm and serene. And there was a tiny influx of energy towards kind of like the second third of the track. But overall, it kind of maintained that serene. And like I was saying, it almost feels like the waves brushing up on the sand and then going back out. Something about it just felt really, I don't know, just nice.
Yeah, it was super calming. I feel really relaxed after listening to that, which is strange. Usually we're getting a bit hyped on here. But I quite liked the fact it was calm, but there was so many clear different instruments in there. I think there was 2 acoustic guitars for most of it, and then you mentioned the drums were quite high in the mix, so you could always kind of focus on them. But then there was also 3 vocalists, so as much as it was calm and relaxing, you could see a lot of talent on display. And having never listened to Tiny Habits, that's made me want to check out more of the work, because what a song.
Yeah, and they kind of used those 2 acoustic guitars to almost be percussions at points. So there was the bit where it was like a bang and then a trill on the guitar, and it kind of added this extra level of percussion to it. And obviously towards the end, like I was saying, we had more of a chord-based guitar on the left side, and then we had, as we like to call it, a jingy-jangly guitar on the right side. And I think just having that juxtaposition of the 2 made it sound much bigger, because I think when artists use the panning of headphones, it does give you an extra experience of kind of feeling more like you're being cuddled by the song. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was wrapping around you, just nice and warm, and it just felt good.
I like the description, cuddled. That proves it was a good song. But it's been a minute since Matty Healy's featured on anything as well. I think he was part of a Charlie XCX track last year, but obviously the 1975 haven't released out for years now. And he really blended perfectly into that song. And it's strange thinking about the evolution of his voice, because it doesn't sound anything like it did like 10, 15 years ago when the 1975 first started, to the point where if you put this song on, a lot of people probably wouldn't even know that he was featured. They would just think that it was just another member of Tiny Habits. And for me personally, I think that's a really good sign of a feature, when it just fits in nicely. He did his job. I don't know if maybe he's got more to do with the production side of it, because that song kind of did feel a bit like Being Funny in a Foreign Language and some of the calmer tracks off there. But really good. And I know they've posted the album cover on Instagram and kind of tagged each other in it. So maybe he's going to be a feature for more than one track, because it wasn't just this single, I don't think.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Maybe he's got a bit of involvement with the band as a whole that we're just unaware of. Maybe, like you say, he could be producing the whole album potentially. I really liked the part where he kind of went into his higher register, which isn't something, from my knowledge of 1975, which isn't the most extensive. It's not something that I really hear Matty doing that often, is hitting those higher notes. And he did have that little kind of a trill towards the end of his verse, let's call it, where he went higher and then it kicked back in with those harmonies. And it just meant that it kind of cemented where his verse was. And then it went, whoa, and into the chorus. And then when it landed back into that chorus with the 3 voices harmonizing, whew, fantastic stuff. And I think the 1975 influence on the track, obviously this is Matty Healy, it's separate to the 1975, but like you're saying, there was that kind of vibe there, but I don't know if it was just because it's Matty's voice against that kind of calm instrumental. But I do think that in recent years, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're like 1975 mega fan, their music hasn't really been in that calm, serene kind of vibe.
It has.
Right.
If anything, it only has been in the last couple of years.
Never mind.
So,
I take that entirely back.
We listened to Being Funny in a Foreign Language on here a little bit ago, so check that out after this. And that was their last album. And really, it's probably the calmest they've had overall. There isn't that many like super energetic songs on there, which is why I say this kind of follows on from that quite well. However, let us know in the comments if we should check out some of the Tiny Habits, because I've never listened to them at all, and this could just be their vibe as well. Do you know what I mean? So let us know what we should check out by them, if so.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to kind of jump into this band now, and I would be willing to kind of listen to more stuff, because that track alone, I am admittedly not really a fan of calm music as far as it goes, but when it came to this, there was something about it that felt a bit special, you know.
Give you that fuzzy feeling.
Yeah, it made me feel good, which is a rarity for music to do. Usually I like the more aggressive and kind of upbeat, high energy songs. That felt nice. It kind of threw me back to, I don't know, maybe like 2011, 2012. And weird comparison, but Owl City. I used to be really into Owl City, and his stuff was always calm and serene, and it was very not the kind of music that I would listen to, but for some reason I just really enjoyed that. So I think to hear that and to actually be like, you know what, I'd like to hear more of this is a big bonus and a big credit to them, because I am not a man who will often say, let's listen to more calm music.
Yeah, let's get the chill vibes going. Anyway, I really enjoyed that track, and if you really enjoyed this video, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. As I say, we listen to all types of music here. We've listened to the 1975 many times, and we might listen to more Tiny Habits. So leave a comment and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.